We're back with Rick and Morty. We're on season 4, episode 6. I had to look.
Yeah.
Never Rick and Morty. Mm-hmm. You remember what happened in Rattlestar? Yeah.
Rattlestar
Galactica.
Yeah, it was the snake one.
Yep.
Yeah, it was the snake one, which I didn't see the one before that.
Snake Jazz.
Yeah, Snake Jazz. And I don't think I've seen this one. I think the snake one was the very last one I saw.
I'm glad. That's why I took the lead on this one. Because I'm like, hey, we're on even ground now.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was the snake one, and he was pretty good.
It was very good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
With Jerry, where he made him slightly lighter than air, made his shoes.
Yeah.
And
he wrecked that plane.
Fucking Jerry, I hate that motherfucker. Like when he went into that bar, all those people were assholes.
Well, he was right.
Not the boulder. Get the boulder out of here.
He needed to have some backbone at that point.
Hey, stop floating!
And he's hitting the fucking fans.
And frankly, your bar has a lot of ceiling fans.
Yeah.
I still hate him.
Yeah, I just like him. I like him in the show, but
I mean, if you're an incapable person, or not even just incapable, but his attitude is what really sets it off for me.
Yeah, because he marches onward with like this. Yeah, he marches onward even though he has this incompetence I've never seen.
Yeah.
And he affects other people negatively.
Yeah.
Which is what, like I'm stupid. I know other stupid people. When people are talking about string theory, I don't fucking say anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll talk about strength training, I'll say something.
Well, string theory, I'd like to learn about it. I have a book down there on part of it.
Yeah.
No, it was on quantum theory, sorry.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, it's cool to hear about, but I don't profess to know anything about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I don't know something about it, like if I'm at your job, I'm not going to talk with the facial underneath the hood. I ask you about that.
It's kind of funny you say that, though, because I was talking to my boss a couple of days ago about pulling a machine in that had broken down, and we had to go through the entire machine and comb over it and find all the different things wrong with it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I was told him, like, I'm not sure if I'll know all the technical terms for all this shit. He's like, well, don't worry about it, because so-and-so, he calls everything the thingy.
Yeah.
And it's the thingy, you know?
Yeah.
and they call it,
well, I'd put his usefulness up against my uselessness.
Like, even though everything's the thingy, he
knows his way around the thingamabobs.
He knows how to put the thingies with the other thingies and make them work.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, one time I did some YouTube videos to do a couple things, but I needed to have the phone right there. It was teaching me. I was like, all right, I had to pause and do it and pause and do it. Yeah. I just didn't know what I was doing.
There's plenty of those instances with a lot of people. I mean, not all of us are those people.
Growing up, you weren't born with a wrench in your hand. You didn't know what you're doing back then, and now you do. So
yeah, sure enough.
But that's it. Start.
Drink for my colleague.
Do I know you?
I know the only reason to travel by train is to travel with weapons. And we all know that at the end of this line, there's only one creature worth killing. The man in the white coat.
Looks like Hugh Jackman.
May as well take turns exchange. Who are you? How did you reach my sanctum? All right, this is going in circles. Seize it. Very well. Now I will fight you.
Why would we take turns telling stories about it like little girls at a sleepover?
If you're trying to be hurtful, you're doing a good job.
I'll take his turn. Here's why I'm going to kill Rick Sanchez.
You guys have fun.
Woo! Could have used Rudolph tonight. Oh, thank God. I'm not too late. I don't know how to thank you, Goomby. No need. You just go in there and have a nice time. I will. Thanks. Oh, it's okay. I don't have to. Sorry if that was... No, I can ask... No. I don't want to be a burden. Oh, okay, yeah. That's just... There's a lot of people. Family, you know? I get it. You're not mad? Totally fine. Bye.
Be awkward as shit.
So, why did you date Rick Sanchez?
What?
Oh, you don't have to pretend you didn't date him. We all did. We get it.
Yoda.
Low point in your life, rebound from an ex, etc.
No.
3
really,
boobs, like on
exactly.
Kung Pao Under the Fist.
In fact, and get this.
Jesus!
I warned you not to do that.
I wasn't trying.
You don't have to. The train is obviously amplifying and linking unrelated narrative fields.
Uh-huh.
Morty! I told you if you found me again, identify yourself!
I didn't know it was you!
How did you not recognize me? Didn't you create the disguises? When I create shit, it works, Morty. It's called being talented. Okay, tickets please, guy. Stop the anthology. If we wanted one-offs, we'd do interdimensional cable, not some uptight overwritten.
Rick!
God damn! Tickets please.
Dude, I'm sure you've got... Jesus, the tickets please guy is cut. He's got those things. What do you call them? The, cum gutters.
Morty, gross.
That's what people call them.
Gross people.
That's
I don't want
disgusting.
to have to picture cum so watery in such volumes that... Hey, stay back. I'll kick you. I'll kick your shin, bro.
Oh!
Fucking eat your ticket-taking ass.
Fuck this.
Structural breach. Losing continuity.
Morty, hold on to something. Keep your head inside.
Dude.
Share with your sister, Josh. Just because it's your birthday doesn't mean you can be an asshole.
Emergency continuity deployed.
Is the Matrix effect happening?
Must be.
So, what did the train cops do wrong?
Shot people? Shot passengers.
Wrong. The passengers tampered with the anthology structure. Let's take a look at what they should have done.
Train cops, hands in the air!
Drop the tank!
Drop it!
Drop it!
Drop the tank!
Sorry to nitpick, sir, but...
It's a training video. That didn't actually happen.
That's what you think.
Hey, how'd you get here?
Yeah, like we're the ones that popped up out of nowhere. Fuck these guys.
That poor guy.
Hey, what the hell? Your leg is healed. I don't like how meta this is getting, Rick.
Shut up, Morty. You're 14. You watch videos of people on YouTube reacting to fucking YouTube. I'll be the judge of when we get too meta.
Holy shit. How is he still breathing?
Suspended in disbelief. Slowly dying while living out an alternative, non-diegetic reality.
Jeez, what a horrible way to die.
You don't know the half of it.
The guy tore in half bits,
That one was
Rick.
organic, though.
Because you're naturally funny. That's good old-fashioned fun right there, you know? We don't need to overthink shit, okay?
Okay, buddy. Nice and grounded, fully immersive from here on out. Right after this.
There's so much meta stuff in this
Going
episode.
into an act break.
Not quite a bird. Not quite a person.
Maybe what matters is to love yourself first and soar.
With wings and hands.
Yes, you're a bird and a person.
I'm a bird and a person and more.
Sure, that was a great moment, but it was hard.
Happy now?
He was suffering.
Keep moving. We have to get to the return threshold before the ticking clock on your suit gets to 0.
Why would you put ticking
Because
clock?
if it's too easy to get there, we'll never get there. If you...
Scorpions. Scorpions. There's scorpions outside. Get inside.
What do they want from us?
They want food.
Me too.
Okay, just stop.
I'm not a writer, okay?
Relax. Your story was supposed to be awful and stupid. Morty. 2 women. They both have to have names and talk to each other about something.
Rick!
Other than a man.
Oh, Rick, listen to me. Once upon a time, my mom and my sister, listen to me.
Mom, strong against what?
Scorpions. Female scorpions. They're attacking outside. Come on. Fight them with your heavy special time. You do it too.
That's the Phoenix, of course.
Hello?
I'm that Supreme Court lady, and you fucking did it.
Story Lord. I should have known you were behind this, and I did.
Who is this guy?
Ugh, it's like a Matrix space Frasier. Let's get this fight over with, nerd. I've got shit to do.
You of all people know, Rick, there can be no destination without a journey.
I don't know that at all. I regularly teleport.
Oh, of course. We may as well pull out our dicks and rub them on Fate's glaring teeth like we're brushing Fate's teeth, but we're using your gross, dirty dick. Must be nice.
Nobody's stopping you.
True. Watch this.
God damn.
Jeez, do we have to fight him?
I don't want to. We surrender. We're not fighting.
Jesus.
Fucking kick your ass. Hey, get back in your egg. Don't worry, Morty. Nothing out there is canon.
What is going on, Zack?
Paul, stay with me, Private. Smith, listen to me.
Professor Sanchez, did it work?
I wouldn't say that, Marcus. I'd say it fucking worked. 100% time dilation and total immersion.
Define total.
Marcus, I've been back in reality for 3 hours and I still have memories of a completely different life.
Sanchez, I'm Morty Smith from the 241st. They put your pill in our food. It worked.
Call the police!
It's okay. It's okay. It's not real. Nothing's real.
I'm sorry, son.
It's okay. You aren't real.
You're right. I should do more freeform stuff. In you go.
What's happening?
The reason I brought you here. Oh well. Win-win.
Rick, what's he doing?
He's trying to tap into us, Morty. Resist! I can't believe you're finally headed off to college. Resist, Morty! Resist before he burns us out!
Oh, too late now. What's wrong, Rick? Don't you want to see how your story ends?
Holy shit, Rick! What are we... There's no way out!
You're right, Morty. Sometimes it does seem like there's no way out. Like it's hopeless. But remember, there's always someone there for us.
Who?
My best friend and personal savior, Jesus Christ.
What? You don't believe in God?
But he believes in us, Morty. Jesus is always knocking at the door. All we have to do is open it and let him into our hearts.
How?
I'm so glad you asked, Morty. Just close your eyes and go to him in prayer, like this.
Wait a second. No! What are you doing?
Jesus, I accept you into my heart.
No! This sucks! Stop! You guys would never do this!
Fill me with your spirit. Make me a shining city on a hill
No!
for you.
Hey, you did it! Way to go!
VeggieTales.
What the fuck is all of this?
Greatest story ever told, Story Lord.
No, it's not. It's awful.
I beg your pardon?
God damn.
My Lord! My God!
Get the fuck out of here.
This is so blasphemous.
God damn!
Cheap shots. Morty, we were literally saved by Jesus Christ. Tell me in any way how that's offensive.
This was a little confusing, but I guess it brought us closer together, you know? Tested our demons. Made us believe in ourselves more than ever.
Yeah, you're right, Morty. Oh, shit.
So, what do you think?
Wow, where did you get this thing?
Do you need to go to the hospital?
I love you, Morty. Give Grandpa a kiss. Give Grandpa a kiss. Lips if you want. Whatever you're comfortable with. Some cultures do that. That was sweet. Thank you. I love you. You're my little buddy.
It's based on the fusion of a Sumerian god named Yah and a Mesopotamian god named Wei.
And we're in a toy train.
Yes. It's enough to really make you question all of existence, isn't it? So what do you think you're gonna do about it?
I'm gonna do what I've always done. I wanna get the fuck out of here.
Father of omens, give me blood beyond sight.
Hey, what the fuck, Morty? The train you got me just completely derailed itself. Car of enemies, lovers, and Goombi, all grappling with the nature of who you truly are.
Rick is a god. Tickets, please.
Whoa, watch out. It's Story Lord.
Damn, he's jacked.
Sure, come, Gunner.
And of course, what story would be complete without the engineer of the greatest story ever told?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I have come not to judge the world, but to save it.
Racking up that meta.
You know,
And those cum gutters.
oh, Jesus.
Shane wants cum gutters again.
You know, I used to have them, and then just went away.
Well, now you don't have to deal with cum in your gutters.
Stop saying that. Oh. At the end, I kind of get it, I guess. But I was...
It's fucking hilarious.
I was trying to, like, string together something coherent. Is it just because this whole thing's incoherent? Because I feel like it's coherent. Like, everything was taking place on the train. They're all actually...
It's obviously a play on, storytelling mechanisms, mechanics, and it was all over the fucking place, but I really liked it. I liked Clancy Brown's a little bit. You're trying to be hurtful. You're doing a good job.
Yeah, it was funny, and it was obviously throwing me for a loop, and that's what I was trying to do.
Paul Giamatti, what do you think about him?
I haven't seen him in a lot of things. I actually really like him in Lady in the Water.
Now, I haven't seen that one. I've seen John Adams, which he plays John Adams.
Okay.
And I've seen him in Shoot 'Em Up.
I saw him in that.
Yeah, and I enjoyed him in that.
Yeah.
And let's see, what else have I seen that man in? Because I like him.
Yeah.
I like him in the shit that I've seen him in. There's only two coming to mind right now, other than Spider-Man, where he played the Rhino.
Like he's the voice?
No.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
I don't know if it was the Garfield films.
Must have been.
I think it was at the very end of one or the very beginning, one of the two. He was the Rhino.
Okay.
I think it was the beginning of one, and he was in that big suit.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
You remember it though?
No.
There you go.
I know he's not in the fucking Sam Raimi's movies.
No, he's not.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'm just confused. Like, everything makes sense, I think, except for him going outside and waking up and then the blood going everywhere. And then I feel like everything could take place on that train.
What do you mean him going outside? Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
tickets, please, guy.
He wakes up and he's in the amusement park, and then there's...
Maybe it's just part of the story inside the game.
But then there's people who got the tattoo. He had it immediately.
Yeah, but that guy was inside of that guy. It's just all part of that little story. The only thing that was real, I guess, would have been Rick and Morty at the end with the little toy train.
Okay.
The rest of it was just all inside that fucking train.
All right. Yeah, I mean, then I got really nothing, I guess.
My favorite part
was
when Jesus pulled his rose apart.
Yeah.
And Storylord's like, God damn!
Yeah.
Just the shot of him and the look on his face. It was great.
Mine was when all the VeggieTale guys and those guys came. Then Storylord came out and started kicking them. No, you wouldn't do this. That was funny.
Kick your fucking ass.
Did you ever watch VeggieTales or anything like that?
No.
I never had it. I think I remember getting it from Malachi when he was a little kid.
But I thought it was after we'd already gotten older.
Yeah, I think it was.
Like older teens. And
I used to work with a guy, and all he did growing up was watch VeggieTales.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
it's also fucking crazy to imagine a lot of you or guys that I've worked with now, kids that were born in the 2000s.
Yeah.
You know, my kids were, they're my kids. So
yeah.
It's different. But with them, it's just people in the workplace that are that much younger. Like to hear about them being born in like 2005 or 2001.
Mm-hmm.
You know? 2002, 3, right in there. It's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, my friend from high school, he's with a girl and they have a kid and she was born in 2000.
Well,
or 2001.
I was seeing a woman at one time
Yeah.
who was born in the 90s.
Yeah, she in 97. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it's, I mean, 90s, I don't know. She's in her 20s, but
yeah.
It's like, fuck.
Well, we're just getting older. It's weird, you know? Because we're not...
Well, it's funny now. It's like surreal. Because it used to be, we were the ones looking at the old guys.
You were trying to always age yourself up, I feel like.
I was. Because
like
I've been waiting 35 years to get this old. And,
you're not 35 yet.
No, I'm not. I'm right there, though.
You are.
It's next month. And I don't mind getting old. Myself.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people that looks back and wishes they were younger and wishes they could redo everything. I mean, everything back then got a little fucked up. So it's like, why? And the way I imagine it with people, they always say, if you could go back, would you do it all again?
Would you do different?
You'd be the same person. You just make the same mistakes differently in different places.
Do you think you'd make the same mistakes differently?
What?
Do you think you make the same mistakes differently? Because I don't think you would.
I think there's certain circumstances I wouldn't, but the everyday things, the day-to-day shit, you make mistakes at a lot.
I mean, your routine would be, I mean, you still smoke and drink, you know, there'd be things, but like, I think there's a few things like, well, I'm not going to do that again.
You're damn right I'm not going to do that again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess that's true, but...
yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I'll never forget when we were supposed to hang out. We weren't going to film. We were going to hang out. I knocked on your door. I knocked. I called. You didn't answer. I left. And then you fucking got DUI that night.
Well, that's because I'm pretty sure I told you where I was and what I was doing.
Well, you were sleeping at that point, I thought, still. And then you woke...
Oh, yeah, you left.
Yeah.
That's right.
But I made an effort. I did. I called and I knocked multiple times.
I think I got a hold of you afterward. You're like, I'm just going to go home.
Well, I was like almost home.
Well, you know, then I got a DUI.
I'm sorry.
Not on you.
I know. but yeah, we saw Yoda. I mean, that's the one I kind of recognized.
Because that night I didn't get convicted of that DUI though. It was a failure to reinstate and a reckless op.
Okay. No.
I didn't have a license and wrecked my truck.
Yeah, you did.
So,
yeah, this was meta. It was, I mean, like the gags per 10 seconds.
It kept them coming.
Yeah, like creatively. Like I mean, I really like Family Guy. I haven't watched like 10 years, but I always like when it's on. Like I always enjoy it. Like what's funny about that show is like the gags, and then there's a story and there's a cutaway gag. But this, like, it thrives on the gags, and we have an episode like this where it didn't really have a cohesive story, and it was still so good because it's entertaining.
Well, it had a cohesive story. The story was about the storytelling.
Yeah.
And
then what was the thing about commercialism, though? I didn't really understand.
What do you? It's just kind of in your face.
Were they making fun of commercialism?
Consumerism.
Okay. I really want to go to story-train.com to see if there's, because we don't have the internet here. You know, I wonder if that's something.
It'd be pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
A little Rick and Morty train.
It would be, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Going around the Christmas tree.
Yeah. I mean,
it'd be like Jesus' blood on Christmas. It would be very fitting.
What's so funny to you?
Because I know it bothers you.
Yeah, it does. It does. It bothers me. The whole episode bothered me.
I don't think the whole thing bothered me.
But it was very entertaining.
I thought it was very entertaining. I liked it. It definitely couldn't have been as bad for you as the fucking Dragonheart one.
No, that was a lot worse. Well, like
I've emerged from my cocoon.
Like the Jesus stuff would bother me a little bit, but I guess when Rick Morty at the end making Jesus come down and save everyone, and then Morty acknowledging it's kind of a little bad taste. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I thought that was kind of, you know, to me a little bit of a redemption in terms of the things I didn't like personally.
We were literally saved by Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No, it's weird. Like, I really dislike Marvel, Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
So much.
I'm aware.
But I can't really objectively say it's like a terrible movie. I don't think it's a good movie. I don't think it's good for the overall plot of the Avengers. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of reasons why. But you watch on your own, I don't think you can say it's just shit. I think Thor 2 is not that good of a movie, really. Mm-hmm. But I like it more than Captain Marvel. And I know...
I am not invested in the Marvel films.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people. I don't own them.
Yeah.
I don't watch them in my free time.
Yeah.
So it doesn't... I see what they were trying to do with the film.
Yeah.
And what they were trying to develop in the Marvel Comics universe and the cinematic universe.
Yeah.
And trying to really correct what they saw as, you know, predominantly male-oriented characters.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you look at what most comic book fans were
and are
in the day and age.
And are. Yeah.
And probably are. I don't know what they still are. They are now.
Yeah, it's like YouTube's 8% male. Comics, I just looked this up. It's a high percentage of male. Same thing in video games.
Yeah, and so that being the case, I mean, it stands to reason why the heroes are always men, and there's a lot of females that are wearing skimpy outfits that have huge tits.
Yeah.
So they're really playing into their base.
Yeah.
And if you want to fight consumerism, the bloody jaws of consumerism, or capitalism, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
You go right ahead, but, I mean, it's just human nature. They're going to want to sell what sells.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening. And I can give a shit less if you like Captain Marvel or not, because I've never seen it.
Yeah.
It bothers me a little bit that people shove shit on me. I don't like being sold things.
Yeah. Well, does it bother you how she came in the Avengers and saved everybody?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But I guess with those movies, I mean, there were so many moments that overshadow that.
I mean, there were.
So,
I'm not going to say...
When Cap picked up the hammer, that's probably the best part of those movies.
That was awesome.
That was one of the fucking high points of those movies.
That was cool, yeah.
Like, Thor's like, I knew it.
Yeah.
It was great. And there are a lot of great female characters in Marvel. The DC, I don't follow the cinematic universe very much. Part of that is also that it's not a cohesive
I've seen what you've seen. I really like it.
Yeah, like I like the Nolan Batman films, shit like that.
Guys, sorry, my kids are upstairs. Yeah, we're trying to finish.
And so it's just...
Yeah.
What can I say? I mean, like, I'm not going to say I don't like strong female characters because Beatrix Kiddo is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Heroines, heroes.
She's a great character. She's done
fantastic.
Right. Yeah.
And, Quentin Tarantino knows how to handle and write that.
Yeah.
And that's probably a big part of it, is having a good writing team and good writers.
Yeah, like, I don't see you watching enough.
What's that?
Enough.
I don't even know what that is.
When I was in high school, my... I took, it was Miss Kuntz. Mm-hmm. It was like an economic. It was a home. What's it called? Home ec.
It was just called home ec.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck it stood for. I took it so I could eat more when I was in school.
Yeah. Okay. So I had home ec, and we learned to cook and clean and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she made us watch Enough, and she would always break down and talk about her divorce, and that was all her husband's fault. And
Sounds like that woman had some problems.
Jennifer Lopez, she gets abused by her husband. It's really bad, and she gets trained by this guy and beats him up. And it's not a good movie at all.
Well, one of the best television villains I've seen is Mags Bennett.
Mm-hmm. We talked about this in a previous reaction.
Yeah, so from Justified.
And someone told me in the comments she's from Dexter. She plays this lady and she has key lime pie.
Okay.
And or she wants a good key lime pie, and Dexter's trying to bring her one, and she makes it homemade, and there's never like a good one you can bring her to satisfy her. Now, I've never had key lime pie in my life, and maybe I want to try it.
But what I will say though is that when they're done well and they're done right, it stands out because there's a plethora of shitty male characters out there.
Yeah.
Because you have them in mass, but you have quantity over quality.
Yeah, you do.
So, you have to consider that. Just because there's a bunch of them out there doesn't mean they're good. So
yeah,
there's plenty of shit that I don't like that's out there. So
yeah. So the reason why I brought that up is because, this wasn't like my favorite.
Oh yeah, and Sophie from Loki.
She's
I
great.
liked her a lot.
She's great. Yeah.
I thought that was really well done, well written.
Relina Peacecraft from Gundam Wing.
See, I didn't watch that.
She's alright. She's not really a pilot, but she's a good protagonist. But she's for the hero. She's
there for other reasons.
Yeah. No, I mean she plays a political role. I guess like Padme Amidala. She's like Anakin's fighting stuff in the battlefield. She's fighting stuff in court. Like Carrie Fisher's Leia. She was a pretty good heroine at the time. She got in on the battlefield. She was also like a good leader, and then later on, I know that she's in the new movies. Mm-hmm. She plays a big role, and it's about her leadership, and it's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
But the reason I brought that up is because, in some ways, I didn't like this episode, but it wouldn't affect probably my score, I guess, because the things I didn't like about it are just things that I know are just on me. Kind of like Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
I'd probably get Captain Marvel an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
But I just don't like it.
Yeah, I understand. It's a personal reason.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's not objective. It's subjective.
Yeah, and I know that there's things about when I look at art that are objective and subjective, and you could all say it's subjective technically. But there is... I think we're far enough along in humanity to... Mostly, the majority of people would normally agree what a good story is. Normally.
Yeah.
Even though it's subjective, I still think... I believe that most people would agree. Normally.
Well, that's the thing is, some people have their taste and they go looking for it, and they it's like people there was a fad, and it might still be going on now, and it might still be going on just with comics or manga, but people just like manga for that it's manga.
Yeah.
But they don't consider I have to get a new manga, so they just go find something. It doesn't mean it's any better of a story that's being told in a book or a comic or a movie.
It's like a subculture of people who...
It's just that's their thing.
Yeah, and
everyone has a thing. Most people have a thing.
Yeah.
And
what's my thing?
What's your thing?
That's what you would ask, John. Forget I asked that.
I already know
you would interrupt and go, what's my thing? Just kidding.
Well, not always.
No, not always.
But I already know what my thing is, so I don't have to ask. I know what your thing is, and I'm not going to say it. So,
we have other things than that.
Well, those are the things, though.
Okay.
If you have a thing, that's what it's going to be.
So, talk about art.
We're grinding it all down to the person's thing.
Okay.
What they work for, what they earn their money for.
Yeah.
Etc. But and now we've gone down this rabbit hole. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about.
We were talking about everyone has got a thing. We were talking about manga.
Yeah, but why was I talking about
manga, and that some people seek it out?
Well, maybe a lot of people are going into this, with female protagonists because they just so desperately want to see that.
Yeah.
And and that's fine if that's the thing, but there's a lot of film and a lot of entertainment and a lot of art that I just don't like.
Yeah.
And not all of it stands out just because there's a male lead, or you're just used to having it, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's okay to see more, but you shouldn't just push it for the sake of having it, and then you get shit.
Yeah. No, I agree.
You know what I mean?
When
like Tarantino had Jackie Brown.
Yeah.
He had Beatrix Kiddo.
Yeah.
He has very strong female leads, and he does it right. And
they're
very entertaining. He has strong female leads in...
Jackie Brown is African American, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I haven't seen this.
Death Proof.
Yeah.
His Grindhouse film with Kurt Russell. And coincidentally, I don't know any women's names that were in it.
Well, I remember one chick.
But Kurt Russell stands out. Well, it's Zoe girl. She was a stunt woman.
Okay.
And she's in a lot of his other stuff. She's in The Hateful Eight.
Okay.
As the stagecoach driver girl.
I thought the person who was driving that wasn't a girl.
No, later on in the story when you go back and you see what happened when those killers all came.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And she's the blonde girl who was driving the stagecoach that they kill.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's the right writer for female characters.
Okay.
And sometimes you get them, but not very often, in my opinion. Like there just aren't that many.
Who would be your favorite female protagonist?
Beatrix.
Beatrix.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it, all of it. I might say Ahsoka. I like Leia, but I'd probably say Ahsoka. I'm trying to think of something else.
Well, like Beatrix Kiddo has so many badass moments.
She definitely does. Yeah, she's awesome, and she's got
like
a good
her
story.
fight with
I hope he makes Kill Bill 3.
Her fight with Elle Driver
and
everything, and Elle Driver's like...
The fight's good.
The fight's fucking amazing. That's one of my favorite fights I've seen.
It's a great fight.
It's a great fight. And just her lines there that they delivers, like, bitch, you don't have a future.
Bitch, you don't have a future.
It was like fucking great.
Yeah.
A powerful line. It really stood out.
Mm-hmm.
And,
No, yeah.
I'd take her over Tom Cruise any day. So
I could agree with you there.
No, you wouldn't. That's why I said it.
Because I mean, I like that role. I don't even know if it's her best role. I'm trying to think of other roles now.
Or, I mean, she's Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Of course, we're not going to pull it against her, but Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
So.
We don't have one of those on Tom Cruise's profile.
There's a lot of.
Do we have a Batman?
Legend? You have Legend on Tom Cruise's profile?
Legend?
Yeah, it's like a class. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you are going to hold it as a classic, but it's like an old movie where he plays this elf. It's kind of like a Link character. Tim Curry's.
Yeah, he's like 21 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be like a cult classic.
I'm sure they consider it that.
Okay, but Batman and Robin is not considered anything but bad.
Well, I'm sure if I delve through Tom Cruise's long list of movies, I could find one that sucks.
Find one.
Okay, but I haven't seen all of them. How am I going to know? A man that goes sliding around on the floor in his fucking underwear does not impress me, sir. I'm sorry.
What was for the role.
Sorry.
I mean, yeah, like that's... I don't think I can be held against him, you know?
I don't know.
I'm thinking like The Mummy can. I mean, The Mummy, I think he did a good job, but that movie tanked.
Oh, there you go. He's a shitty movie.
No, overall, I thought this was a pretty good episode. And it was definitely like the most... I'm trying to think, besides the one... You remember the one where there was that parasite that was showing up and it was messing with their mind?
Yeah.
I'm holding it up to that in terms of like the chaos and...
I don't know. This one, I think, had its shit together, but it was just moving at such a fast pace.
Yeah.
That it was hard to keep up with.
Well, I mean, I like the chaos. What I'm saying is like...
Well, in that one, it was more like just...
Like the gags for me.
Yeah, well, they're sorting out who's real, who's not, etc. Well, in this one, there's actually like a lot of... a lot of information, a lot of metadata, as they frequently referred to.
Yeah.
But it all was heading towards one story, which was it's fucking Story Train. Is that
or was it consumerism, capitalism?
Well, that's what it was. Yeah, based on it. It was
okay.
Fucking...
I was confused on that, but I think I'm not supposed to like have all this clarity.
No, it was just a really fun episode. I really enjoyed Paul Giamatti's performance. Yeah. Story Lord. That's probably my favorite guy in this episode.
He was cool. God,
he was funny. I don't know if he's cool, but he was funny.
He was funny, yeah. Yeah, I don't got anything else this episode.
Like the part where he kept smashing their heads through the fucking windshield, and it kept going to different stories.
Yeah, dude. Like when he was like that college professor.
Yeah, and when Morty was the GI in the fucking jungle or whatever. He's in the tent.
Yeah, so he crashed him, and they both went to the same... Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was fun. It was a really fun episode.
The creativity is crazy. Like, I just admire the hell out of that for one thing. I got nothing else.
No, I'm good.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this reaction. This is the first time that I'm getting to something I haven't seen, so from here on out, it's new. If you like us, you want to support us, just like and subscribe, hit that notification, leave a comment down below. It really helps the algorithm.